Good day, everyone. Today I'm going to talk about tenants, how to choose them, how to make a qualification for them, and what criteria as property manager I'm looking for to have good and reliable tenants for property which is I work with them. So basically, guys, let's go from the first question, which is I'm asking tenant, when is your moving date? Because sometimes people starting to look properties too early for the moving because 3-4 months they calling you. I have another 2-3 months of the lease. I want to see your property. It's not good for you from beginning. So I think you don't need to waste your time with the showings because those people is not motivated. It's not ready. So you're not going to wait for them for 2-3 months until they going to make a move. Second question, which is very often, what is your credit score? Credit score is one of the parameters which is you can check how people are reliable for payments. Because sometimes people don't pay on time. They have some leftover bills, medical bills, some kind of car loans which is they don't pay on time. For you, it's a red flag because it's gonna be the same with your property. They're gonna always late. They're gonna divide rental payments by twice per month instead to pay on the first of month. And it's gonna be pain for you. You're gonna be involved, and so in this case, I'm advise you to reject those type of clients. And again, everyone has social security, has credit score. So when I'm hearing stories where it's they new in a country, they work for cash, they don't have credit, it's lie from beginning. And I'm advise you not to take it seriously because people just trying to put somebody in your property and you're gonna have these problems. And again, sometimes people ask, Boris, where better to buy property on a beach, which is expensive, let's say 600, $1 million, or to buy two property for 300 and to have two tenants. And I would like to tell you too, when people renting cheap property, let's say $2,000-$3,000, those people means they cannot afford something to buy. And this is one of the reasons when you have cheap properties, it's very hard to find a reliable tenant. So it means those people always have some problems. For example, I have property which is we renting for 2,500 per month. It's 3 bedroom. It's not expensive apartment. And honestly, we had like 12 showings and I cannot choose anyone from those showings. And again, problem sometimes every time some red flag, no enough income, no enough credit score. Again, this is main things which is I'm checking and not enough money on account. Sometimes people have good credit, let's say 650. They have some income which is almost fine because I'm demanding twice, 3 times income. I'm demanding 3 times income. For example, how it works. If people renting apartment for 2,500, they need to make 7,500 gross per month. If they're renting apartment for $2,000, they have to have $6,000 gross for family. So in this case, always something missing. Or they're working for cash, or they don't have enough income. For me, as a property manager, I have a responsibility to my investors, and I'm trying to choose something which is not going to make them loss of income. So this is one of the most important criteria: credit score and proof of income. Don't be shy to ask those questions. Otherwise, you're going to be in jeopardy and begging for rental payments. Sometimes you're buying property with a mortgage, so you're going to have any problem. You're going to have the problems because you did not find a reliable tenant. And sometimes, guys, I know you calling me, Boris, what's going on? My property vacant and that, I want to rent as soon as possible. I understand what you're asking me. But from another case, as my responsibility to find you tenant, not just to get my commission and disappear. I work with a lot of investors for last 10 years. And honestly, I never had any evictions. I had claims against tenants deposit. Yes. I had cases which is people just left, give me the key in pandemic time. They could not afford it, but it was in friendly way, which is we said, okay, leave the property, give me keys. and find you some cheaper home. This was in pandemic time, but with my knowledge and my experience, I'm choosing tenants by only looking documents. I don't buy any stories. Sometimes my colleagues, Boris, this is so sweet tenants. Boris, this is good tenants for you. They really reliable. But if I don't see it on paper, on documents, I don't take it. And this is sometimes it takes a little bit more longer, but I think longer is better and stronger than to have tenant as soon as possible. And after, guys, we're gonna go to courthouse and to make evictions. Or we're gonna every month, beginning of the month, we're gonna beg for money, for payment, and they're gonna divide it by twice, by three times. Again, it's gonna be nightmare as investor. And sometimes it's again, I heard a lot of stories, which is people trying to sell their property with those headaches and trying to get off the property because of the bad tenants. This is why I don't want it. In this case, like I said, I'm checking credit, I'm checking income, and I'm checking bank account. I need to see money on accounts. If I don't see it, it's again red flag. So it means people don't have money. If something happened with the one payment, one pay stop, whatever, people can lose work. And again, it's gonna be headache for landlord. So, if you agree with me, guys, I would love to have your comments regarding rules, which is I put as property manager, and I'm doing this for the last 15 years, and I think we can share experience between us and to see your comments. So feel free to call me and let's talk about here in Miami, and I'm sure we can find good properties for you as investor. And sometimes people selling those property, they want to retire, they want to buy something bigger, and I'm sure I have good listings which just can fit for your needs. All right. And see you here.